from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter The Marriage of Sambh, Canto 10, chapter 68, text number 17. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati ruttama-shloke bhaktir bhavati naishthiki krishnaya vasudevaya devaki nandanaya cha nandagopa kumaraya govindaya namo namaha. Saha abhivandya ambikā-putram bhīṣmam droṇam cha bāhlikam duryodhanam cha vidhi-vat rāmam āgatam abravīt so bhivandyāmbikā-putram so bhivandyāmbikā-putram bhīṣmam droṇam cha bāhlikam bhīṣmam droṇam cha bāhlikam duryodhanam cha vidhi-vat duryodhanam cha vidhi-vat rāmam āgatam abravīt rāmam āgatam abravīt so bhivandyāmbikā-putram bhīṣmam droṇam cha bāhlikam duryodhanam cha vidhi-vat rāmam āgatam abravīt so bhivandyāmbikā-putram bhīṣmam droṇam cha bāhlikam duryodhanam cha vidhi-vat rāmam āgatam abravīt Mataji's. Sa he, Uddhava, abhivandya, offering respects, ambikā-putram, to Dhṛtarāṣṭra, the son of Ambika, bhiṣmam droṇam cha, to Bhīṣma and Droṇa, bāhlikam duryodhanam cha, and to Bāhlika and Duryodhana. Vidhi-vat, according to scriptural injunctions. Rāmam, Lord Balarāma. Āgatam, has arrived. Abravīt, he said. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada. Translation. After he had offered proper respects to the son of Ambika, Dhṛtarāṣṭra, and to Bhīṣma, Droṇa, Bāhlika and Duryodhana, Uddhava informed them that Lord Balarāma has arrived. Purport. Śrīla Viśvanātha Cakravartī points out that there is no reference here to Uddhava offering respects to Yudhiṣṭhira and his associates, since at that time the Pāṇḍavas were staying in Indraprastha. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायिते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Beg forgiveness from all the Vaishnavas for occupying a higher seat. The description is about some pastime of Lord Balarāma, and Shriman Baldev Das has made me sit here, so I believe it is the Lord's desire. Begging blessings from all the Vaishnavas so that something for all of your satisfaction can be spoken. Hare Krishna. So this translation is, after he had offered proper respects to the son of Ambika and to Bhīṣma, Droṇa, Bāhlika and Duryodhana, Uddhava informed them that Lord Balarāma has arrived. As all of us know, that this description is about the marriage of Śrīla. Lot of marriages in the previous chapters, and killing also. Interesting. We have another episode of Rukmi, the brother of Rukmini. There also, Rukmi never wanted Rukmini to get married to Lord Krishna. But then Lord Krishna kidnapped Rukmini, and probably he set the tradition for his sons also to do in the similar way. And later, Rukmavati, the daughter of Rukmi, got married to Pradyumna. And that also unwillingly, he consented to please his sister. And then later, the granddaughter of Rukmi, the great enemy of Lord Krishna. Rukmi is a great enemy of Lord Krishna. Rochana got married to Aniruddha. So, I don't know what is in mind of Lord Sri Krishna. He likes to capture all the daughters and granddaughters of his enemies. Similarly is the case of Duryodhana. Duryodhana wanted to marry Subhadra, and Balaramji very much wanted that Subhadra should marry to Duryodhana. As we know that Balaramji was very much pleased by Duryodhana because of his skill in mace fighting, Gada Yuddha. And Duryodhana had accepted Lord Balarāma as his guru. So there also Krishna foiled the so-called desire of Lord Balarāma that Subhadra marries to Duryodhana. And he arranged in a very, very inconceivable way that Arjuna comes, and there is attraction in Subhadra and Arjuna. And Lord Krishna knew that Balaramji would be infuriated once he comes to know that Arjuna is kidnapping Subhadra. So what he did, he instructed Subhadra that you hold the reins of the horses on the chariot, and you drive the chariot. So, it's not that Arjuna is kidnapping Subhadra. It's the other way around. Subhadra is actually taking Arjuna to his kingdom. And this way, when Balaramji saw that and he understood, his anger pacified, understanding the desire of Subhadra. And later on, again, now is the episode of Duryodhana's daughter, Lakshmana. Now, Lakshmana is also in Swayamvara never wanted to marry Samba. And the episode is here. Samba captured Lakshmana by force, and he was so powerful he could defeat all the Kauravas. But in a irreligious manner, 6 Maharathis captured Samba and put him into the prison. So when this news arrived Dwarka, all the Yadavas were very much enraged that in a very, very illicit manner, Sam was captured by 6 Maharathis. And they wanted to punish immediately the Kauravas. But Balaramji, he smiled in his heart. He thought, anyway, I always wanted some connection to my dear disciple Duryodhana. So now is the opportunity, I will go. He convinced all the Yadavas that don't worry, I am there to sort out the issue. So let me go ahead. And he was very convinced that Duryodhana is my dear disciple. And once I come, he will come, offer his prostrated obeisances. And since I am his guru, out of obligation, he would hear what I would request. But as we know, that did not happen. The present verse, today's verse, is about Uddhava informing Kauravas that Lord Balarāma has arrived. So, once this news was heard by Dhṛtarāṣṭra and Duryodhana, both of them were very happy because they thought Lord Balarāma is their well-wisher and definitely something good, some good compromise is there. At the same time, they put Sam into prison because Bhīṣma Dev told them that Sam has already touched Lakshmana. So therefore, no Kshatriya is going to marry Lakshmana. So it's better that we don't kill Sam, but capture him and put him into the prison. So the present episode is about all the Kauravas. They are coming and offering respects to Balaramji. There is a description of ambikā-putram, Dhṛtarāṣṭra, Bhīṣma, Droṇa, Bāhlika. Bāhlika is elder brother of Shantanu. Actually, the Hastinapur kingdom belonged to Bāhlika. And he had one elder brother also. But he did not want to become a king. And he renounced and took to ascetic order. So that time Bāhlika was made the king of Hastinapur. But Bāhlika thought Hastinapur is not a rich kingdom. And therefore he conquered another province called Bāhlika. And therefore he is called Bāhlika. Some acharyas say that because he conquered that province, that name of the province becomes Bāhlika. So Bāhlika was also there, and he was he was eldest of all the warriors on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And it is said that Bhīma killed Bāhlika. So Bāhlika was there, a very, very great elderly personality, and Duryodhana. So all of them came to offer respects to Balaramji. So in coming verses, we'll come to know how Kauravas offended Balaramji by not accepting his request. And then Balaramji, having heard their very sharp, hurting words, became enraged and gradually using his hal, the plow, he digged the entire Hastinapur and wanted to drag entire kingdom into Ganges and kill all of them. So this is the episode. We'll focus today on some of the important learnings that we can have from this narration. The first is that even if somebody is a very, very competent disciple and very skilled, but if he is not having a proper disposition for Supreme Personality of Godhead, then naturally he would not be able to offer proper respects to his Guru. There are many incidences in Srimad Bhagavatam where we know that, like Lord Indra, the case of Lord Indra, that he became powerless when he offended his Guru Maharaj. And on the other hand, Bali, because of his devotion to Guru, became powerful and even conquered Indra. Even in case of Ravana, as long as Ravana was very, very devoted to Lord Shiva and did not take to the path of irreligiousness, of course he was irreligious by nature, but he did not commit a greater offense of directly snatching the property of Lord Ram. So when he committed that offense, gradually he became powerless. So here, the description of Duryodhana is there. Lord Balarāma, because he is a very, very merciful personality, very interesting how Lord Balarāma is complimenting his own personality to Lord Krishna. Ideally, when Lord Krishna appeared as Lord Rama, the responsibility of being just, being neutral, being equal to all was on Lord Ram. And Lakshmana, being the younger brother, he took liberty to become angry, to express his emotions, to express his heart. So Lakshmana was a different character in Ram Leela. He was getting infuriated, he was taking side of Lord Ram, and he was passionately attached to the service of Lord Ram. But then we know because of Lord Ram's order to Lakshmana that he should go and put Sita on exile, he could not bear this particular instruction of Lord Ram. And then in Dwapar Yuga, he has appeared as Lord Balarāma. So as Lord Balarāma, the roles are reversed. Lord Balarāma is taking, like Ram, Balaramji is taking more neutral position, more just, more equal position. Like Lord Ram was very, very, in spite of all the advice given by Sugriv and others, he still welcomed Vibhishana. Like in the pastimes of Lord Ram, we find many times Lord Ram brings out a very, very higher mood of forgiveness and accepting even the people from his enemy side. So Lord Balarāma is carrying the similar mood in Krishna Leela. He is taking a role of, in a way forgiving the offenders, trying to create a truce, trying to bridge the difference between Yadavas and Kauravas and Pandavas. So, the same role Lord Balarāma wanted to play here, and he thought Duryodhana would accept his request, but did not happen, because once you don't have a proper disposition for Supreme Personality of Godhead, naturally you cannot have complete surrender and devotion to Guru. And being Balarāma as one's Guru is a very, very special privilege. Even when Duryodhana was learning mace from Balarāma, he was very devoted, but his focus was very different. Something like Karna. Karna also wanted to be a great warrior, but he wanted to defeat Arjuna. The same way Duryodhana was a very, very wonderful warrior, but he wanted to defeat Bhīma. So, because of that animosity, competitive mood, he approached his Guru. Just as Karna approached Drona for learning, but only single intention of giving competition to Arjuna, not for learning the Vidya, but learning Vidya to accomplish a selfish desire. The same way Duryodhana approached Balarāma to learn mace fighting, not just to learn the Vidya, but to defeat Bhīma. And naturally, when this intention was there, although he pleased Lord Balarāma, but his other intention got revealed later. The other intention was to marry Subhadra, because he liked Subhadra. He was there in Dwarika and learning mace. At that time he had seen Subhadra. So he wanted to marry Subhadra. And in fact, he proposed to Balarāma that if it is possible, can I marry Subhadra? And Balarāma, being magnanimous, he said, oh yes, it's a good thing. You are a very good disciple. You can marry Subhadra. But later on, it did not happen so. So again, the same intentions. Duryodhana is having different intentions to become surrendered to his Guru. And therefore, when Guru is coming in this episode, and he actually should be very grateful and should offer everything to his Guru Maharaj. But then, rather than that, all the Kauravas together are offending Balarāma. So this is the episode. And as we know, Balarāma being Guru, he chastised them. It is said that Tomar sthane aparadhe Tare Harinam. What is that? Sri Krishna Apradhe Tari Harinam Tomar Sthane Apradhe Nahi Paritrana. Hari Sthane Apradhe Tare Harinam Tomar Sthane Apradhe Nahi Paritrana. So when somebody offends Guru, only Guru can rescue him. Only Guru. If somebody offends Hari, Lord Krishna, the holy name can, deliver him. Like when we perform deity worship in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, there are 32 different offenses, seva aparats, which are mentioned. And it is mentioned there that a devotee should avoid these offenses. But in case a devotee commits these offenses, holy name has a power to deliver a devotee from these seva aparats. But suppose somebody commits offense towards the lotus feet of Guru. Except Guru's forgiveness, there is no other remedy for that offense. So Balarāma is chastising Duryodhana, and later on what happens? Duryodhana comes running, offers obeisances, and Guru is always merciful. Balarāma still could have continued having anger and hurt feelings in his heart. But then, understanding the relationship of Yadavas with Kauravas, he forgave them. So, this particular episode and many other episodes which are there, like we know about Lord Balarāma, he is Haladhar, he is also Gadadhar. So, just referring a few chapters behind, in this Leela, he is using his plow, showing the power of his, his power through the plow. In the earlier chapter, he has shown his power of his fist. He killed Dvivida simply by beating from his hands. And earlier to that, he has killed Rukmi by using Mausala. Another, Balaramji's Gada is not a typical Gada which is carried by Hanumanji. It's a different kind. It's a Musal. It is called Musal. So that is, he struck that Musal to Rukmi's head, and that's how Rukmi was killed. So, Balaramji, also in the case of Dvivida, we know that Dvivida committed offense to Lakshmanji. So later on, Balaramji only purified him from that offense. That Leela very clearly establishes that Guru only can deliver his disciple if disciple commits offense to the lotus feet of Guru. And there is nahi paritran, there is no other way. In these pastimes, some other pastimes also, like this pastime took place in Hastinapur. There are other pastimes which took place in Dwarka. So, in Krishna Samhita, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is describing some hidden meanings of Dwarka Leela or Mathura Leela or killing of various demons or different pastimes of Lord Krishna. Of course, these meanings are not meant for the highest pure devotees of the Lord. The pure devotees of the Lord are simply inspired by love. And the loving aspect of a pastime is so much charming that the other instructional, meanings of that pastime are not so much relished by pure Vaishnavas. They relish it, but then they simply enjoy the pastimes. Like we know the gopis of Vrindavan, they are very simple cowherd girls. So when somebody is exalted in love, what happens? How does that love manifest? That love manifests because of simplicity of heart. And therefore, Saralta Ei Vaishnavata. Another name for true Vaishnavism is simplicity. The simple a person is, the more he attracts the heart of Krishna. And a simple person can enjoy pastimes of Lord Krishna. Like, sometimes we hear the pastimes. Because I have some different type of analytical intelligence, I am not able to laugh so easily hearing some of the pastimes. But I have seen devotees simply laughing. And I get amazed, oh yes, they have simple heart. Therefore they can relish the pastimes. But those who are complicated brains, they require some analytical, hidden, complicated meanings. So to address their inquisitive nature, and so that they can make more meaning, and they can think Krishna's pastimes are so perfectly set, they are perfect from every angle, and there has to be explanation and logic for every pastime, and every leela, and every shastric, presentation. So, the complicated mind does need that. But as one gets purified, the simplicity prevails in the heart gets purified. A devotee does not aspire to find a lot of logical meanings to the pastimes of Lord Krishna. He simply enjoys. He sees it as a loving exchange. What happens there? When loving exchange is there, the ras becomes prominent. We have heard about rasas, shantaras, dasyaras, sakyaras, vatsalya, madhurya. These rasas become prominent when heart is jnana shithila. Jnana shithil means when the mood of awe and reverence becomes slackened. At the level of inquisitive mind, the tendency of mind is to be very much logically oriented and to understand everything perfectly. And because intelligence is there, there is a sense of satisfaction and pride of learning that yes, I do understand the deeper meanings of the pastime. But however, a stage comes where the manifestation of prem appears, then there is not so much insistence on knowing the logical understanding of the pastimes. And that stage is called jnana shithila stage, where knowledge is there, but knowledge becomes obstruction in enjoying the pastimes of Krishna. Like Mother Yashoda, she completely forgot that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And therefore, she was able to enjoy the smile of Lord Krishna. As a little child, when Krishna was walking, she was just getting excited and happy by seeing the little steps of Lord Krishna. Sometimes you see mothers, they are seeing their children, and sometimes they look at the child's face and start laughing. And I have seen it. And I wonder, why is it happening? What is there in laughing so much? But then they are just enjoying that. The little child is there and the mother's heart is full of love and they just enjoy. So Yashoda Mata, in her pure sentiment, was completely enjoying the pastimes of Lord Krishna. And because her knowledge was completely obstructed, that Lord Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even in case of Devaki, we know, when Lord appeared in 400 Vishnu form, Vasudeva feature, after taking the darshan and offering prayers, she requested the Lord to assume a little child's form. The reason was, she always considered, her feelings were of loving feelings for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, being in Vatsalya Ras. So when Lord appeared in opulent form, although she understood this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but her heart could not find any connection, a relationship. She was wanting to enjoy the rasa of the relationship. So as soon as hearing her request, Lord Vasudeva assumed a little childlike Krishna form. What happened? She immediately lifted Lord Krishna, started caressing Lord. It is said that she also fed her breast milk. Of course, acharyas give different, explanations. The real Krishna first took the milk of Mother Yashoda. So, this stage is important in understanding the pastimes, but at the same time, we definitely have to know what is the logical meaning, what is the understanding. So it is said Dwarka. Dwarka represents the abode of regulated devotional service, Vedhi Bhakti. Mathura represents the abode of spiritual knowledge, and Vrindavan or Braj represents the abode of pure love. So when Lord Krishna is in Vrindavan, actually Balaramji and Lord Krishna, both of them do not carry any weapons. Balaramji does not carry hal or musal. he carries a buffalo horn, and sometimes he carries a little vamshi. And Lord Krishna never carries any weapons, he carries only the flute. But whenever Lord enters Mathura and Dwarka, then definitely he carries the weapons. So in land of pure love, Vrindavan, there are no disturbances. There are no offenses. Nobody commits any offense in land of Vrindavan, because all of them are perfected devotees. Their love is completely mature for Lord Sri Krishna. But the same thing is not found in Mathura and Dwarka. In Mathura, Mathura was captured by Kamsa. And it is said that Kamsa is symbol of atheism. So even spiritual knowledge of a devotee gets covered by atheism. When? When does it get covered by atheism? It is said that Kansa married Asti and Prapti. It is said Asti and Prapti, they are daughters of Jarasandha. So Jarasandha is said to be a representation of fruitive activities. And surprisingly, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains in detail. So it is said, when a devotee who has pure spiritual knowledge gets inclined for fruitive activities, then his spiritual knowledge gets covered, and then he becomes interested in the daughters of fruitive activities, Asti Prapti, they get married to Kamsa. They become the rulers of the land of knowledge. So similarly in Dwarka, Dwarka is a field of regulated devotional service. So sometimes we see the pastimes of Semantak Mani, bewilderment. How can it happen in land of Lord Sri Krishna, where Yadavas, who are the associates of Lord Krishna, are residing? But actually, as long as we are on path of regulated devotional service, Vaidhi Bhakti, different attractions and different disturbances will overcome. The disturbances which come in land of Vraja or Vrindavan are different. When demons attack land of Vraja, Krishna is there to save them. It's a totally different level. That disturbance is not because of the devotees or within the devotees. It is an outside disturbance. But in case of Dwarka or in Mathura or in any spiritual society, disturbance can come from within. As long as we are on path of Vaidhi Bhakti, the disturbances will come. And many times the disturbances come from within. And therefore these pastimes are there which indicate to us that even though we are on path of devotional service, offenses or mistakes committed, we will have to reap the results of those mistakes and offenses. It's not that devotee is forgiven, but a different law of karma acts for a devotee. There is a normal law of karma for every living entity. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. But in case of devotees, this law of karma gets modified. It's on a higher level. And therefore, acharyas do not call this law of karma like a normal karmic reaction for a devotee. But reaction is there. What is the difference in law of karma for normal living entities and for a devotee? In case of normal living entities, sometimes we see that a person is committing a lot of sinful activities, he is very offensive, very disrespectful, of a very degraded nature, but immediately does not, suffer the reaction of those activities. We don't see, sometimes we see some rich person or somebody who is of that nature, continues to enjoy his position, power, prestige, whatever. The reaction comes later. It may come in future lives. It may come later in some other lifetime. But it has to come. So that law of nature is very complicated. Law of karma is very complicated. When and how it will come for a normal living entity, nobody can understand. But in case of devotees, a devotee who has taken shelter of his Guru, we all know that Guru Maharaj accepts the sanchit karma of a disciple at a time of initiation. So in one sense, whatever sinful activities are performed, a devotee is forgiven. However, devotee can suffer the reactions of his aparadh or mistake, not in future lifetimes, but in this very lifetime, sometimes within a few days, sometimes instantly, as Krishna decides. So Krishna has modified in this manner the law of karma for devotees. The law of karma does not extend to future lifetimes, but that is executed in this lifetime. So, this is the difference. In case of Dvivida, it appears that it got extended to another lifetime. Because it is said, the offense to Guru cannot be rectified by Lord Krishna. So the law of karma for devotees, which comes under purview of Lord Krishna, gets executed in this lifetime. But if somebody commits offense towards Guru, then the reaction or rectification may happen in future lifetimes. So, the instruction to us is that even as devotees, we need to be very, very careful. We need to be very much in mood of humility and always remembering the instructions of Guru Maharaj. Then we will remain protected and we will be able to make advancement in this life and our life will be perfect. Hare Krishna. If there is any comment or a question or any clarification or any rectification of anything is said, please. Hare Krishna. Anyone would like to say anything? Śrīla Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Gaura Premanandi. Hare Krishna.